Growing up was interesting. My mum worked a lot. She had to bring up 2 kids on her own. She was making a lot of sacrifices. It made my presence in her life feel like a burden. I remember hitting the age of 16 and being able to leave the house, work and earn my own money. My first mission was to distance myself from them as fast as possible. It was in college where I found my first group of friends, the first people that I really felt close to. We were really into hardcore music, and when I think about the venues full of 300 kids screaming at the top of their voices, it was a space of therapy, I think, where a lot of people who felt a certain way would come together just to express that in art. It was such a beautiful thing. I grew up hating church and just had a blurry concept of who that person in history was. A couple of bands came on the scene that would start singing these songs, these same sorts of songs, but there was something different in these songs, something I'd never heard before. I remember being on my laptop listening to these songs that would just make me feel a way I'd never felt before, watching interviews where they would just unpack their faith and what that meant to them in a really honest way. I really started to wonder who this God was. One year I went out to the south of France to play at a festival. I remember playing outside and the sun coming down. It was an absolutely perfect moment. I remember after that show going back to my hotel room and for some reason just feeling empty. I went back to this music, searched for one of the bands to see if they were playing a show, and it turned out they were a church. They met at 5 p.m. on a Saturday night, so I went along that week. I walked in and it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. I remember seeing a big welcome home sign and hearing this amazing music. The pastor was speaking in the same way these people had been speaking in their songs, and the same way they were talking in their interviews. I just realized that everyone in this room had been affected by the same thing. I came back every week, not quite understanding it, but just kept coming back. I never really thought about what it was to give my life to Jesus, or what it even meant, but one day it became really clear, and I felt my heart saying a yes to that. And ever since that day, my life's been completely different. There's this word Emmanuel, which means God with us, and I think that's the big difference. I feel like I'm in a relationship with a living God. I don't feel like it's a history book. I feel like it's something that applies to now. And it's not like I don't feel sad sometimes, and it's not like things aren't hard. But it's that I feel God loves me, and that He cares for me, and I don't think I've ever been